It's the emblem of the team we love.
Good morning and welcome to North Hobart Oval. Tubes Taylor here with you and Duff TV for this big battle between North Hobart and Brighton from the spiritual home of football here in southern Tasmania. I'm joined upstairs on the microphone by Martin Duffy. Good morning, Duff.
Good morning, Tubes. It's a wonderful day. It's perfect conditions for football. And you're right, mate. This is the spiritual home of footy. And looking forward to the big clash here today in the SFL Women's.
Yeah, SFL Women's round 3 action. Top of the table clash between Brighton and North Hobart. Now, Brighton are actually wearing the traditional Demon strip, or the Robin strip, as North Hobart are wearing their Clash Guernsey here at North Hobart. As we see the girls going for the toss. That is, of course, Zoe Crawford and Crystal Kelly, the captain for North Hobart, having the toss. But we caught up with the coaches of both sides before the game. Dylan, thanks for joining us down here on the sacred North Hobart Oval, mate. Your girls are fired up and ready to go?
Yeah, they're looking forward to the opportunity to play on such a good oval, and that's been a main focus for us this week. You don't get to play here very often, so they're very excited about that and ready to go.
And the first year for these girls out at the Robins, how have they been? They've been pretty good. They're sitting on top of the ladder undefeated.
Yeah, there's a few girls that are very skillful and obviously played TSL level, but in saying that, they're just a group of girls that gel together off for us this week. You don't get to play here very often, so they're very excited about that and ready to go.
And the first year for these girls out at the Robins, how have they been? They've been pretty good. They're sitting on top of the ladder undefeated.
Yeah, there's a few girls that are very skillful and obviously played TSL level, but in saying that, they're just a group of girls that gel together off the field just as much as on. So, they're a pleasure to coach, that's for sure. Any
particular players that we should be keeping an eye out for today?
Just the leader, Zoe. She's just a natural footballer and she reads the play really well. But Georgia Pennicott and Sophie Pennicott are probably the two main on ballers, and they're just as good by foot. So yeah, those three mainly.
Sure thing. And just touching on Brighton out there at the moment, obviously no senior side in the SFL, but the Resis are going okay too.
Yeah.
Well, we apologise that we had to dump out of that interview. We'll catch up with that at half time. But the game is about to start, which is really important. So we'll start the game underway here in a moment. So we've got the Demons and the Robins, with the Robins in the traditional Demons strip, the Demons in the yellow SFL Guernsey.
Gee, how did that come about, do you think?
Oh, it's just to do with the SFLW being affiliated with the SFL and the Brighton Robins being the traditional team, I guess, Duff, in that league.
All right, okay. Maybe what should happen is that the winner gets to stay in their Guernsey next time.
No, well,
can you propose that at a
no, I don't think. I tend to agree with what's happened, unfortunately, Duff. The North Hobart Demons, even though they are the oldest club in possibly Australia, Duff, or one of the oldest clubs in Australia, aren't affiliated with the SFL men's side, so haven't been affiliated with the SFL, so I guess it defers to the Robins.
It's all a technicality, but here we go.
It certainly is. All right, here we go. The girls getting underway here. SFL women's action. Brighton Robins playing the Demons as the handball came out from Crawford. Crawford goes again. Can't quite get a hold of it. Nice little pick up there by Pennicott. That's the one that we've got to watch according to coach Dylan Ford. Out it comes again for the Robins. Just shrugging the tackle was Crawford. She's been very busy early. Nice work by Sophie Pennicott. Got the handball out. Now a bounce through the middle, and the Robins move the ball forward. Quick kick down forward. That's almost a mark to Ford. Ford goes again. Got a hairs in plaits. Goes from about 35 metres out and bang! Kicks a goal. Tiana Ford, the vice-captain, kicks the first goal of this game. About 43 seconds it took, Duff, and that was a great bit of work from the Robins.
Wow. That's just electrifying, isn't it? I think that's what you'll find their form's been so far for the first part of this season. Tubes just running and nobody can catch them.
That was brilliant stuff by Ford, just shrugging the tackle, but I'm not sure who it was running through that kicked the ball forward like that to get it to that hot spot at centre half forward, but a great bit of work by the Robins. And Brighton zip 1-6.
What a start.
Lead the North Hobart Demons, yet to score very early in the piece. Diving on the footy down there is Georgia Pennicott. They call her Rabbit. In she burrows. Out it comes now for the Robins. Trying hard down there is Sophie Pennicott. Nice little handball up by Taylor Ford and a quick kick forward by Crawford. The big horse sends it long. Just slipped through the fingertips there of Groves. thrown out there by Ford, and Groves jumps on the end of this one, and bang, they've got another one. Emma Groves kicks her second. And this is a bit of a whitewash early, Duff. I think North Hobart might need to throw a player behind the ball, perhaps, just to get a few numbers. I know you can't with the...
You can't, which is a good thing, I think, but, well, they're just winning out of the middle, aren't they? It can be a simple game, Tubes.
Certainly can, Duff. So Brighton get their second on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. They lead by 12 points. We, of course, need to mention our sponsors from the Brighton Football Club who have made this live stream possible. Godfey Joinery, Damien Godfey. There he is down in the bottom right. We've got ZB Plaster, Zach Bird, and, of course, Clark Rubber, thanks to Eddie from the Marcus Tigers. He's an opening bowler down there, Lee Bennett, and an old mate Lee Bennett who've thrown a few dollars in as well. Now pace shown. That's a great tackle late on Ford, but it just slipped off. Ford sends the ball long. Bouncing up, down it pops. Tiana Ford's going to kick another one. No, nice defensive work by the Ds, and it rolls over the line. So this is Sam Griffin. Take the kick from full back. She knows the rules. She can run it out. That's a good kick. Finds a teammate. That's Massey. Massey just pops it over the top. Bouncing ball here. Oh, just slipped through the fingertips. Quick handball over the top by Rabbit Pennicott. Now the Robins move it forward.
Oh,
Tiana Ford.
that surely didn't go 15 metres.
Yeah, well, the umpire's in the right spot. Nice quick kick long over the back. Here's a chance at the back for Groves to get onto a second one. Rushed over the line nicely there by Belize. And we will see a kick come out again.
Just got to play with belief, North Hobart, don't they? When you're up against the gun side, you just got to back yourself.
Absolutely.
Don't go into your shell. Don't go negative.
Yeah, you're right. And it comes now. Taylor Ford gets her kick. Which way will this bounce? It doesn't bounce at all. It lands in the arms of Quarrel. Quarrel played on and gets called for it too. And then a quick kick gets smothered. Nice work. No mark paid there. Didn't go far enough. Groves sends it through. They just need to run it over the line, and they do so. Through for a behind. So, a behind there. And it'll be Griffin to bring it out again. Griffin sends it long. Chopping across nicely. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. Was Stubbs. Big tackle laid there. Wells.
Second to the ball, North Hobart at the moment.
They are. But they're a well-drilled side, this Demon side. Out comes for Crawford, who goes long. And it goes through for a behind.
Of course, a lot of the Brighton girls have played at TSL level, and that's a big jump up, as we know, from SFL to
big
TSL.
time. That's
for the men,
that should be.
I'm sure it's the same with the women as well. So it'd be interesting to see what path this team takes. I know you're supposed to be aligned, but with a TSL club, but when you've got such a powerful team, it makes you wonder, Tubes.
Yep, absolutely, Duff, as that kick comes in. Nice work there. Again, Groves is posing a problem. Just a big body full forward. She goes one way, shrugs a tackle, then sends a little chiseler up towards the full forward mark, but no one there to mark, and it'll be cut off by Griffin.
Gee, she's going to be hard to shut down Groves. I don't think I've seen her before, but she's, you know, a very strong girl, and looks like she's got the footy smarts there, Tubes.
She certainly does. Massey with a kick. This is dangerous. It needs to just sit up into the arms of Bly, but it doesn't. Rolling out the back, the Robins move the ball forward again. Almost the mark there to Taylor. Couldn't quite take it though. Quick hands there by the Robins. Goes up to Horse. Crawford over the back. Here's a chance for Ford off the ground. And she's got her second already. So 2 goals for Tiana Ford. And she's hurt her shoulder a little bit there by the looks of things.
Cop one, did she?
Yeah, I think so. We'll get a look at that on the Bennett's Petroleum replay. How about the quick hands there from Georgie Pennicott? Over the back and off the ground forward, thought fast and got it through very quickly. Nice work by the goal umpire there. And Brighton have shot out to a 22-point lead.
Gee, I don't think it's been forward once for North Hobart yet.
No, they're struggling a little bit through the midfield, I think, the Ds.
Grubby did say they've got a few players out today.
Yeah, he said they had a few injuries and a couple of big-name players out with other commitments.
Coaches always seem to say that, though, don't they? Oh, yeah, we're not quite at full strength.
Oh, they do say that, but that should be a free kick going to the Ds. Just a little bit overzealous there, Chloe Ford. So the D's in the clash strip. Just popped it up. Going over the top here. There's Crawford again. Pennicott, Sophie Pennicott. But it should be a Crawford free kick. It is.
Should have been play advantage there.
Gee, that's a good kick inside forward 50. Bouncing ball up high. Groves is there again. She gets tackled hard. Nice quick handball out to Ford, who's kicks it across the face of goal. Goes through for a behind. So Griffin again. Work cut out down the back for the defenders of North Hobart. Oh, that's a good mark to
top one there.
Gibbs. Crystal Gibbs. Second year of footy for Crystal Gibbs.
Yeah, we saw her out in the, I think it was round 1 of the SFL women this year, and she had a great game against Claremont that day, Tubes. You weren't there, but yeah, she's a really good player.
No, she played in the grand final last year. She's a superstar. The handball came out. Now a chance for the Robins again to move it forward. Good defensive work there by Kelly Humphries. Just a quick handball up there, and Crawford's going to go from 50, sends it down towards her big full forward who came out, Groves, and I think it's been a free kick going to Groves. And the umpire's hot on that one. Let's have a look. Yeah, maybe just against Griffin there. Sam Griffin with the hands in the back. Duff, how do you feel about that rule?
Oh, I like the hands in the back, but you can't push.
Yep.
Of course.
So here goes Grover for her second. Sends it long. Still in play, goes out of bounds. Well, hit the post, I thought there, Duff.
Gee.
But the umpire's hot on it.
Maybe it bounced over, then bounced up.
Yeah, probably. Good replay there, thanks to Bennett's Petroleum.
Was it a behind?
Can't tell from this angle.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Tubes, I was going to say, you like to sit the fence sometimes on those ones.
And 50 metres, sorry, Duff.
That's all right, mate, 50 metres. But just very quickly, have you voted, Tubes?
I've voted.
And at all our viewers out there watching this live, make sure you go down and vote.
Yep. Make sure you get out there and exercise your democratic right. Zoe Crawford, the captain, who's played a captain's game so far today. She'll kick from about 35 metres. She favours herself. That's a beautiful drop punt, Duff, and it goes through. Zoe Crawford gets her first goal, and what a beautiful kick. Brighton shoot out to a 30-point lead. 9 minutes gone in the first term.
Well, it's the first time we've seen Brighton, and they've obviously got some very skilled players.
Have a look at this.
It's just a great kick, isn't it?
Beautiful. Leg magnificent and high, followed through all the way. Goal.
A few lessons here for the North Hobart girls. You've got to get somebody on the goal line. You've got to get somebody right back, standing 2 metres back, the ball's coming over, and then you try and reach up and punch it. And
I think the problem there was their ruck was Katie Gawthorpe, and she gave away the 50 and was on the mark, Duff. So getting your ruck back's really important. Big ruck contest won down by Chloe Wells. Handballed over the top again. Here they go. The D's. Gibbs gets a handball up, but it only goes as far as Crawford. Crawford happy to fend off and run. Then uses that magnificent right boot to send it out to half forward. Robbins lead here. Big tackle laid by Flanagan. Umpire's nothing doing. Out it comes for Ford. Ford just shrugs the tackle. Here she goes, sending it inside forward 50, going back with a flight. Courageous stuff down there from Taylor Ford, and it goes through from behind.
Geez, it was a nice kick though, wasn't it? Centred to the hot spot beautifully, but she just dropped the mark there.
Yep.
Gee, they're impressive.
They are, aren't they, Duff? They're really, I don't know how they're, I don't know whether they're beatable at this stage, as we see Pennicott go from distance, and I think that's gone through as well. So Sophie Pennicott's got her first. And it is raining goals here at North Hobart.
Oh, that's what you call a training run at the moment, Tubes. They're just all over North Hobart at the moment.
Well,
they're making it look easy. I'm sure it's not out there, but
well, we all know that women's footy. Have a look at this. Great work by Sophie Pennicott. Shrugged two tackles and got it through for a goal. We all know that women's footy is in its infancy still, Duff.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn.
And there's a lot for people to learn, and I think that if you can get a few good players, it certainly puts you a few streets ahead of the other teams in the competition. And clearly, Brighton have recruited really well, and Dylan Ford said that the girls are really close off-field as much as they are on-field. Gibbs trying her hardest to get the North Hobart D's across the line. Out it comes for Bird. She got her, well, sorry, as it comes out now to Crawford. Crawford sends it long inside forward 50. Here she goes, spinning around. Groves goes, bang, and it's another one to Groves. So 6 goals already for Brighton in this game.
She's a machine.
She's a jet.
She's an absolute gun.
But what
I'm
the
just
team...
enjoying this, Tubes. I know it's a one-sided match, and some of the viewers out there probably wanted to see a more even game, but this is just champagne footy at its best.
Of course, thanks to our sponsors, Clark Rubber, Godfey Joinery and ZB Plaster for getting us along to live stream this game. But what I think these sides that may struggle against a big team like Brighton need to understand is that the only way they're going to get better is if they play against these better teams. They need to keep their head down. They need to keep trying. Pennicott, this is Georgia. Got her kick forward. A nice, strong mark by Zoe Crawford. Crawford. Long. Inside forward 50. Here's a chance now. I think that's Sophie Pennicott that's got that goal. And another one. It was Sophie Pennicott, the vice-captain.
We might get Jerry, our assistant, to check out what's been the highest score for Brighton this year, because almost up to 50 already, and we've only played 13 minutes of footy. Thanks, Jerry.
He's got a wry little smile down here, Jerry. Our stats man, our replay man, our graphics man. He does a lot. You and I just turn up, don't we, Duff?
We're just gibbering here, aren't we?
We are. 49 points plays. North Hobart yet to score. Brighton well and truly in charge. Ruck contest. Down it comes. That's just so good to Ford. Ford has time. Assesses the options. Drives it long inside forward 50. And a good strong mark down there to Amy Massey, who's one of the better players for North Hobart. It's coming straight back. Harris is there. Taps on. Couldn't quite get her fists on the footy. Picked up and stripped was Bly, and there'll be a free kick against Bly. I don't know whether she had enough control of this here. Bly. We'll check it out. Oh, gee. Come free in the tackle, Duff. I'm not sure you can pay a free kick there. But anyway, they did. Georgia Pennicott sends it up to the hot spot. Griffin, happy to see it across the line. We'll see a boundary throw in. Yeah, I think... I mean, I'm not sure what has to happen in the SFL Women's to make it a little bit more even competition, Duff. Because this is clearly a whitewash, isn't it?
They've got the point system, so I'm not sure how that's operating. And but anyway, it is what it is at the moment.
Certainly is. Tiana Ford sends it long again and hits the post. So 7-8. 50 plays North Hobart yet to score.
North Hobart haven't been forward yet. Just got to string some possessions together here.
Little push and shove here. Should be a free kick. No, it should. Yeah, I was going to say it should be a free kick going to Taylor's. Well, it's been reversed. Not sure what's happened there. Anyway, Sophie Quarrell's going to have a kick at goal from about 35, 40 metres out. And unfortunately, that one will roll out of bounds. So it's quarter time here at North Hobart Oval. Brighton 7-8, 50 play North Hobart yet to score. Goal kickers for Brighton. 2 to Tiana Ford, Sophie Pennicott and Emma Groves, and a single goal to Zoe Crawford. And they have just been all over North Hobart, haven't they, Duff?
They certainly have. Now, we did have an interview with Greg Grubb. I'm not sure how far we got into that, but maybe we can line that up and bring that up either now or at half-time, but I'll leave that up to you down there, Chiefs.
Yep, we're going to...
No, they're all over at the moment, the Brighton girls.
They certainly are. We'll take a quick break here at Duff TV and be right back with the second quarter from North Hobart in just a few moments.
Very dangerous player. Those backmen will have to be watching it go. The punt goes further afield, goes towards the goal.
Alrighty, second term about to get underway here at North Hobart Oval in the SFLW. Between Brighton Robins and North Hobart, and it is the Brighton Robins well and truly in charge. 50 points to nil. Martin Duffy upstairs and Tubes Taylor in the commentary box joining you on Duff TV. Of course, thanks to our sponsors, Godfey Joinery, ZB Plaster and Clark Rubber for making this possible. Ruck contest, one down by the D's. Trying hard down there, Shelverton. She gets tackled with the footy a little bit too high, and it'll be a free kick, Pennicott. And they move the ball forward again. Swinging onto a boot there, was trying to get a hold of it, was Gray. Now the D's just need I'd like to just see the D's get their hands on the footy a little bit, Martin Duffy. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right. They've just been outrun to the ball. And then when they're coming out of defence like that, they seem to be under pressure all the time and then bombing it.
Well, you just look at the difference between the two sides, and that'll be a free kick going to Gibbs, a little bit too high, who's been very good so far. That's a good, clever kick. Just need to mark it here. Nice work by Stubbs. Stubbs inside forward 50. Oh, bouncing through the fingertips of McCarthy, unfortunately.
Some of the North girls are just not attacking the ball. Just that example then. Just need to really assert yourself on the contest.
I just think what it is...
And again, it's a learning thing.
Yeah, and what it is, Duff, is these Brighton girls have clearly played a lot of footy. A lot. And there's not that many D's girls out there that have played 2, 3, 4 seasons of footy. Oh, free kick against, again, North Hobart. Chloe Ford's going to get the free kick. That haven't played that much footy, Duff.
I think you could be right there, Tubes. Nice build up again.
Yeah, right inside forward 50. Is this going to... Oh, luckily it was touched. That was incredible. Anyway, another behind to Brighton. So the ball comes out for the D's. Oh, great contest there. I think that's Stubbs at the bottom of the pack. No, it's not. It's Shelverton. Quick kick forward here for the D's. Great tap on by Georgia Pennicott. The Rabbit, they call her, Duff. I've got a few nicknames here. Scooping it out. Oh, great tackle. Brilliant tackle. A free kick going the way of the D's. We'll get another look at that on the Mood Food replay. How about that? Unbelievable stuff. Little scoop out. That's good hands from the Brighton Robins. It was Crystal Kelly who laid that tackle, and Crystal Kelly's given away a free kick here again. It'll go the way of Georgia Pennicott. Pennicott sending it across. Nice switch of play here. Opens up the angles. Mark taken by Gray. Gray sends it down towards Ford, who takes the double grabber and now uses pace. Doesn't she look dangerous when she's around the goal, Stuff? And a nice mark there by big Chloe Wells. And she'll go back and have a shot from about 25, 30 metres out, Duff. How about this for a mark?
Yeah, I just love that build-up, though, wasn't it? She's such a attacking, dangerous player.
Yeah.
That was Ford, was it?
Yeah, it was. Tiana Ford. So Rabbit Pennicott has kicked her first goal of the game. Beg your pardon, that's Chloe Wells, I should say. First goal of this quarter too. And Chloe's been running around in the ruck. But gee, she looked dangerous down there. Yeah. Big target.
Yep. She's like a bit of a Ben Brown. She's got the long arms. She can play on the ruck. She rests down at full forward. And it's very dangerous down there, Tubes.
Yeah.
Got the AFL on tonight. You're going over the river?
Oh, I certainly am, Duff. I'll head over there and have a look.
On the mic, are you? Or
no.
You haven't got that gig? You've got just about every other gig.
I try to get as many gigs as possible, Duff. That's what I'm trying to do. Just trying to saturate myself with footy. I do love it, as you know.
Just don't become like BT.
No, I won't do that. Header comes here nicely for Taylor Ford. And that's a great bit of work by her running through the middle.
Oh, look at the free kick,
pressure from Groves, who does a bit of don't argue stuff, then sends a banana across the face of goal. And we'll see a... Yeah, it was pretty good, wasn't it?
What a player to match up on. She's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying stuff.
This is a footy lesson from North Hobart, but I'm enjoying this, Tubes.
Yeah.
This is good.
It is. It's unbelievable. Scrappy stuff here in the forward pocket for the Robins. Out it comes now for that. I think that's Massey. Through the fingertips. Olivia Harris is battling hard there. Has 3 to beat. It's actually Maylee Ingle. And there she is, Crystal Kelly, who's been very quiet by her normal lofty standard stuff.
Yeah, hasn't had much of it yet.
Over the back here, yep. Bird is the word as Chloe Wells goes back and no good. So,
big match coming up after this. Choose for them the big rep game after that at 2 o'clock. Who's your choice there?
Well, I think Uni Lindisfarne in the women's, which is the next match, of course, here at North Hobart Oval, could be a very tight game. Lindisfarne missing a few big-name players, and Uni have been playing some great footy. And that's a strong mark again down there. Emma Groves taking a nice strong mark. She'll go back and have a shot from here and put it through the big sticks, you'd think. She's a jet. And in the SFL versus the Old Scholars, which is a little bit later on here at North Hobart Oval, definitely get down if you got hits the post. If you've got nothing on, where else would you want to be than the home of football in southern Tasmania?
So we're recording that game, but it's not a live stream, viewers.
Correct.
So if you want to see the match, come down and watch it live.
Yeah, definitely get down and watch it live. There's nothing better than watching live footy at an oval with a sav in your hand. But I think that's going to be close. Woodham kicks it in, and a nice strong mark. Just protected the drop zone, did Tiana Ford. And we'll see her have her shot for her 3rd goal, Duff. I think the game this afternoon will be very, very tight. Both games this afternoon.
Got it.
She does. Brilliant stuff. So Tiana Ford kicks her 3rd, her first of this term, and Brighton shoot out to a 65-point lead.
Well, we might need to open up the record books to see what is the highest score ever in an SFL women's match.
Yeah, we don't. We need
Get Jerry to work on that.
Oh, God. He's got a lot going on as it is. He's flat out, poor old Jerry. We'll see what we can do though. He's a good man, Jerry. There we go on the Mood Food replay. How good is it to have Mood Food replays available on a live stream, Duff?
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Great supporters, Bennett's Petroleum and Mood Food of Duff TV tubes.
And local footy in general, they do a great job, don't they?
Yeah, I think they support North Hobart. As we can see there, banner in the background there. Another sponsor of the North Hobart Footy Club.
Yep. That kicks goes forward and the D's look dangerous if they can get it forward. Here's a chance. Scooped it up nicely. Oh, look at her go. She's a burrowing... this one just needs to come out. She's having a go down there, Zoe Crawford. Good to just get a hold of the footy and get a goal here for North Hobart. Trying hard there is Maddie Campbell. She gets tackled high. That should be a free kick against Nellie Taylor. And it is. And what a mark. Kay Woodham.
Makes it look easy, didn't she?
Well, she sure does. And you can just see the difference between these two sides, Duff. And it's no disrespect to North Hobart because they are a quality football side. There is just a lot more polish in the Brighton team who have obviously got some players who've been playing a lot of football.
There's Jerry's mate in the background there just blowing up his balloons at the moment. Steve Dennehy, that is. The man who beats the drum at all our games.
Oh, yes. Yep. Coming forward now for the Robins. And that should be a free kick going to the D's. It is. So, Bly. And it's 3-on-1 here for the D's. The Robins, I should say. D's come through. Crystal Gibbs trying hard. Nicely worked in there by Humphreys. Gets tackled. Pushed off the ball. Good little tap there by Gawthorpe. But the handball came out for Pennicott. Little dribbler forward by Flanagan. Bouncing ball up into the arms of Taylor. Taylor sending the ball down the wing. A great hand in there by Gibbs. This will be a good contest. These two will scrap. And a free kick against Gibbs.
Yeah, unlucky. Good decision by the ump, but just caught a high there.
Yeah. Maybe. Anyway. Ball goes forward again. And a nice strong mark down there. And that's Massey maybe. Sends it out towards Stubbs. Out it comes for Birdie Wells. Quick kick off the ground, that's okay. They just need to keep moving this ball forward, but they've got so many tackling machines down there at the Brighton Robins. And Sophie Pennicott tackles beautifully and earns herself a free kick. Again, held without it. Groves there gives away a free kick. Moving the ball forward now. They run into each other down there, the Robins. Gibbs puts her head in and under and gets it out. Now it comes out for Gawthorpe, who gets tackled hard. No real chance to get rid of it, though, but you can't drop the footy like that, unfortunately. In the tackling machine, Pennicott gets another free kick. And what a kick it was. Straight down Groves' throat. And she should go back and settle here and kick another goal. Oh, into the pocket. Well, I suppose when the captain calls for it, Duff, you got to send it, don't you? So, Sophie Pennicott already has 2 to her name. She's a beautiful kick of the footy too. But unfortunately, that one just hooks to the right. Left, sorry. I should know my left from right, Duff. and goes through for a behind. So Brighton, 66 plays zip. Thanks again to our sponsors, Clark Rubber, Godfey Joinery, and Zach Bird, ZB Plaster. If you're going to get any joinery done, get it done at Godfey Joinery. Big Damo Godfrey out there. And then get Zach Bird in to finish it off with some plastering. A nice mark taken by Kate Woodham. And, of course, Clark Rubber.
Yep.
For all your rubber needs. Sending it long now, Woodham. Inside forward 50, this is going to be a goal. Mark it down. Tubes Taylor does. Tiana Ford kicks her 4th for the game. And she's been electric, Duff.
Well, they just run to the right positions, don't they? You know,
do.
Take us through this one, Tubes.
Well, we'll see it on the replay again if we can. It just popped over the back. Great defensive work again by Amy Massey, but roving magnificently. Tiana Ford kicking her 4th goal. And Brighton shoot out to a 72-point lead.
Lucky it's a sunny day down there for the North Hobart forwards, because they'd be getting very cold if this game was being played in mid-July right now.
Yeah.
Just hasn't been down there, Tubes.
No.
Been down there about 3 or 4 times.
And the 666, well, I think the
I like it.
Yeah, I do like it.
It's been a pretty open game of footy, really.
When you're playing against the side, as we see, have a look at this. Unbelievable stuff from Brighton. North Hobart need an outlet. They need a little bit of relief down there. That should be out on the full, but the umpires.
There's no reason why right now they couldn't actually, have one of their forwards go down back, because the 666 is only at the start of the quarter or the start of a goal.
That's true.
So
yeah, but if you're getting a breakaway like we just saw, how are you supposed to defend against that when it's free flowing?
You just got to beat your man, Tubes. You know the rules.
Yeah, but when you I don't know. It's hard. This will be a great learning process, and I know Greg Grubb will use this video to help the girls in their future endeavours. She's just stripped of it. Crawford again runs in, drills it, and just slides to the left. I know Greg Grubb will use this footage to teach his players, and he'll use a lot of the examples of how well Brighton are playing, Duff. She's a gun. Zoe Crawford is a gun. But I don't know. How do you do it, Duff? I think clearly North Hobart are playing better this quarter than they were in the last.
Yeah, they stem the flow a little bit.
Yeah. Nice kick out. That's gone 50 metres. It's landed in the arms of Triffett, though. Triffett gets her kick forward just right on the half-time siren here at North Hobart Oval. It is Brighton 73, North Hobart zip. Goal kickers for Brighton, 4 to Tiana Ford, 2 to Emma Groves and Sophie Pennicott, and singles to Zoe Crawford and Chloe Wells. Well, Duff, I'm not sure what North Hobart can do to stem the flow, but they certainly stemmed it a bit in that quarter, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. What was it? 4 goals to Brighton, none to North Hobart. But I think he's got to go back to the basics. Try and win the ball out of the middle.
Yep.
Man up when you haven't got it. Just try and beat your player, basically.
Hands-on footy, Duff, is what it's all about here in this game for North Hobart. Get your hands on the footy. Who cares if you get trapped with it or tackled or whatever? Just get your hands on it and hold on to it and don't let them get it. That's what I reckon anyway. I'm sure Greg Grubb is all over it here at North Hobart Oval. All right, we're going to take a quick break here at half-time. Brighton well and truly in charge. We've got some videos and some interviews for you. The highlights, of course, from the first half, and some interviews that we caught up with the coaches, Dylan Ford and Greg Grubb, before the game. We'll be right back with the second half of this match in just a few moments. Stick around here on Duff TV. Dylan, thanks for joining us down here on the sacred North Hobart Oval, mate. Your girls are fired up and ready to go?
Yeah, they're looking forward to the opportunity to play on such a good oval, and that's been a main focus for us this week. You don't get to play here very often, so they're very excited about that and ready to go.
And the first year for these girls out at the Robins, how have they been? They've been pretty good. They're sitting on top of the ladder undefeated?
Yeah, there's a few girls that are very skillful and obviously played TSL level, but in saying that, they're just a group of girls that gel together off the field just as much as on. So, I mean, they're a pleasure to coach, that's for sure.
Any particular players that we should be keeping an eye out for today?
Just the leader, Zoe. She's just a natural footballer and she reads the play really well. But Georgia Pennicott and Sophie Pennicott are probably the two main on-ballers and they're just as good by foot. So, yeah, those three mainly.
Sure thing. And just touching on Brighton out there at the moment, obviously no senior side in the SFL, but the Resis are going okay too.
Yeah, playing out there at Brighton, it's a good culture there at the moment, and it's unlucky that we didn't get a senior side, but hopefully we can build back and get one. But everyone's loving it out of Brighton at the moment, that's for sure. And touching back on North Hobart, players that you're going to be keeping an eye on for them? We sort of go with the mindset of not worrying about it. It's just play man on man and beat your man. That's the main thing. And I think everyone's chasing us, so it's their job to man us up, that's for sure.
Right, Dylan, thanks very much for joining us here on Duff TV.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you. Cheers.
Good on you, mate. Greg Grubb from the North Hobart Footy Club. Your girls are fired up and ready to go?
Yeah, they're excited for the challenge that's ahead of them today. It's going to be a big task, playing against a real quality side. The girls are really switched on. We've got probably 7 or 8 out that through injury or illness, and the girls that have come in, going to accept the challenge and see how we go.
How much work do you put into your opposition? Obviously they're sitting on top of the ladder, very high percentage, haven't had many points scored against. What sort of work do you put into them?
I sat down last Saturday night, went and watched them last Saturday play Hobart. I was very impressed with the way they moved the ball out of the centre and down through the corridor. We sat down Monday night, Steve, Sam and I sat down and we pulled our side to pieces and came up with a little bit of a plan, but we'll see how it goes.
They certainly sound fired up and ready to go in behind us here, Grubby. They're ready for the big challenge, I suppose.
Yeah, they're ready for the challenge today. They know it's going to be huge. We're all about little steps at this time of the year for the big gain at the end of the year. So,
any players I should be keeping a close eye on during this match for your side?
Probably Crystal Gibb on a wing. She's probably the outstanding player at the moment in the competition in my eyes. I know she's polled very well with the umpires at this stage. Then you've got Crystal Kelly on the half-forward flank. You've got a raw talent in Katie Gorthorpe coming into the side today. She's an exciting prospect. So yeah, there's 3 good players. And probably one that I'll throw in there is Nicole Smith, first-year player. She's going to set the world on fire eventually.
All right, Greg Grubb, thanks very much for your time before the game and all the best today.
No worries. See you soon.
Good on you, Grubby. There we go. Greg Grubb from the North Hobart. The Robins move the ball forward. Quick kick down forward. That's almost a mark to Ford. Ford goes again. Got a hairs in plaits. Goes from about 35 metres out and bang! Kicks a goal. Tiana Ford, the vice-captain, kicks the first goal of this game. About 43 seconds it took, Duff, and that was a great bit of work from the Robins.
Wow.
Quick hands there by the Robins. Goes up to Horse. Crawford over the back. Here's a chance for Ford off the ground. And she's got her second already. So 2 goals for Tiana Ford. And she's hurt her shoulder a little bit there by the looks of things. Zoe Crawford, the captain, who's played a captain's game so far today. She'll kick from about 35 metres. She favours herself. That's a beautiful drop punt, Duff, and it goes through. Zoe Crawford gets her first goal, and what a beautiful kick. Brighton shoot out to a 30-point lead. 9 minutes gone. They're really, I don't know how they're, I don't know whether they're beatable at this stage, as we see Pennicott go from distance, and I think that's gone through as well. So Sophie Pennicott's got her first. And it is raining goals here at North Hobart.
That's what you call a training run at the moment, Tubes. They're just all over North Hobart at the moment.
Out it comes for Bird. She got her, as it comes out now to Crawford. Crawford sends it long inside forward 50. Here she goes, spinning around. Groves goes, bang, and it's another one to Groves. So 6 goals already. They need to keep their head down. They need to keep trying. Pennicott, this is Georgia. Got her kick forward. A nice strong mark by Zoe Crawford. Ford has time, assesses the options, drives it long inside forward 50. And a good, strong mark down there to Amy Massey, who's one of the better players for North Hobart. The Rabbit, they call her, Duff. I've got a few nicknames here. Scooping it out. Oh, great tackle. Brilliant tackle.
She's such a attacking, dangerous player.
Yeah.
That was Ford, was it?
Yeah, it was Tiana Ford. So Rabbit Pennicott has kicked her first goal of the game. Beg your pardon, that's Chloe Wells, I should say. First goal of this quarter too. And Chloe's been running around in the ruck. For Gawthorpe, who gets tackled hard.
Oh.
No real chance to get rid of it though, but you can't drop the footy like that, unfortunately. In the tackling machine, Pennicott gets another free kick.
Just looking here, one of the puddings is on a power table. So either I've got to take it back towards the fence a bit, or just pull it forward half a yard. Well, that's the moment. Yeah, so you've got to, so we'll get over you.
All right, third quarter about to get underway here at North Hobart Oval. And there's the team list, we can see. A few nicknames in there, Tarn, Horse, Zach Bird's partner. I don't think that's a nickname, Sophie, but anyway. Rabbit, Birdie, D. Triffett, Grover, Leash,
Yeah.
Jimmy and Z, Shazza, Sheridan.
Beauty, I love Shazza. Hey, Tubes, I was only going to say, what's your nickname? But
Tubes
I
is
just
it.
know you as Tubes.
And we know Crystal Kelly's nickname is Shagger for the North Hobart Demons.
That's right, yep.
There's the goal kickers, Towner Ford. That's Gibbs on screen there, and I think that's Zoe Crawford next to her. Could actually be Georgie Pennicott. Anyway, yeah, it's Georgie Pennicott. So there we go. About to get underway, third quarter, North Hobart versus Brighton here at the spiritual home of Southern football, North Hobart Oval. Brighton well and truly in control, and a great tackle almost by Gibbs. Sent long inside that forward 50, roving over the back. Amy Massey takes control. Here's a chance now for Stubbs. Stubbs just clears the ball away. Massey running after it here, just needs to sit for her. She's got 3 to beat, can't do it. Out comes Ford, that is Taylor Ford, and it comes over the back, and Sophie Pennicott in the right spot. And she'll go back, should run around here. Or do you think she'll kick a drop punt? She's going to kick a drop punt and bangs it into the post.
Ford again with that build-up. Yeah, she's just got exquisite kicking skills.
Well, there's Chloe Ford, there's Tiana Ford, who's a jet, and there's Taylor Ford, and there's Dylan Ford, who's coaching. So do you reckon they're sponsored by a certain Jackson Motor Company branded vehicle? Duff, do you know that Jackson Motor Company have got the dealership up in the north of the state of the Fords? If you're going to get your vehicle, go to Jackson Motor Company. Quick kick inside forward 50. Chance now for Pennicott. Pennicott handballs over the top to Knowles, and we'll see a free kick going against maybe a slinging tackle here. So a free kick going to Pennicott. Let's take a look at it. Oh, he missed it in the Bennett's Petroleum replay.
Yeah, just went off the screen there, sorry, but must have been a push in the back, I think.
I think a slinging tackle, perhaps, Duff. Anyway, quick kick forward, and Pennicott makes no mistake. That's her third goal. The first of this quarter and this half. Brighton out to an 80-point lead.
I think you used that word earlier in the call in the first half there in the second quarter. I think Tubes are polish. They've got a lot of polish on their footy.
Yeah.
But it's a difficult game, Aussie rules, isn't it? You know, all respect to soccer, but it is a skillful game. I just think with this shape of this football, it's very, very hard to, it takes a long time, a lot of practice to get the skills up.
Yeah, it does, Duff, and they are, you know, it's in its infancy, women's footy, as Gawthorpe got the ruck contest down towards Gibbs. Quick kick away there by Crystal Kelly. Big tackle laid on Maddie Campbell. It'll be a free kick going the way of Georgie Pennicott.
Their pressure has been amazing.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Right.
It's unreal.
There's no going back to, you know.
And their cleanliness around the footy too, Duff, and it's not, it's every single player. As we see a high free kick going the way of North Hobart, as the Bronx cheer comes from the North Hobart faithful. A little tackle too high. I went into the rooms at half-time down there as Crystal Kelly takes the mark to North Hobart Duff.
Yeah.
And Coach Greg Grubb was just, let's start doing the fundamentals right. Let's get our hands on the footy and bend over. I want to see you bend over and pick up the footy. And he kept saying it, bend over, pick up the footy. Good mark there for Crawford, floating across the front of a big pack. She sends it forward just through the fingertips of Groves. Griffin dives on the footy, can't get it out. And the umpire calls holding the footy. Well,
what do you make of that?
A bit rough. I mean, it by the book, Duff, that's a free kick. But in the context of this game, it makes it very hard for North Hobart to get anything away from, you know. She's trying to get rid of it. She's been wrapped up. She is on her hands and knees and bent over to pick it up. I don't know. If I was umpiring, I'd let it go probably. Anyway, Pennicott goes back and kicks her fourth goal. Sophie Pennicott with her fourth goal, second of the term. She got 2 in the first quarter and 2 in this term so far. And there's 4 minutes gone on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. 86 plays, 0. Thanks, of course, to Clark Rubber, Godfey Joinery and ZB Plaster, our sponsors for today, for making the live stream happen. If you're out there and you need anything in rubber or any sort of building
insulation,
work, insulation, yeah.
Well, that's where I got the insulation for our new vehicle that we purchased.
So
recently.
foam and rubber, they do a lot.
Maybe they should consider a name change.
No,
Clark, foam and rubber.
Clark Rubber, Godfrey Joinery and ZB Plaster.
They're a national company. I'm sure they've got it right, Tubes.
Yeah, he did. So here we go, they go again, the Robins. It's been a masterclass really today.
And of course, one of our mates works out at Clark Rubber, Lee Bennett, who's a mate of Jerry's, is the opening fast bowler for the Marcus Tigers, who play in the Southern Cricket Association Division 3 next year.
Oh, Div 3, wow.
Well, they came last in second division, so you get dropped.
Yep, fair enough. That's the way I think perhaps football should work in the state as well, Duff, is that we see Groves go around the corner just through the fingers of Pennicott. Pennicott goes again, then just kicks an absolute ripper around the corner. That's her 5th goal. And she's got a little 5-pack to take with her back out to Brighton. Awesome stuff. Just bent it round the corner. Let's take a look at that on the Moodford replay. Came in nicer from Groves. She just under around the ball, and then Massey couldn't quite get her hands on the footy. Actually, it's Claridge. And went through for a goal. Just a low-level high-five stuff for the girls out there at the Robins. And 92 plays 0. Gawthorpe in the ruck. Through the fingertips. Now they move it forward, the Robins. Oh, just through the arms there of Jamie Lee Mansfield. They're going to go again here. Just keep kicking it forward. Just get your hands on the footy, said Greg Grubb. But look at the Robins around the footy. Here goes Kelly. Nice little handball out to Gibbs. Gibbs quickly punches it forward. Here's a chance for the D's if they can just get their hands on it. Nice work down there by Schnell. Out the back, that's holding the footy. Great work from the D's. And this will be Jess Medhurst going back. A little too far out to score. She came from nowhere, Jess Medhurst.
She's got a player on here.
Nice kick forward. Which way does this one bounce? Oh, the oval footy has got everyone confused. Stripping on it, and a quick kick around the corner. Oh, just through. Katie Snell kicks a point, and North Hobart on the board.
Just a little bit more inspired footy there. The smother, you know, a tackle, getting to the contest, all simple stuff, Tubes.
Well, they've got it in their forward line for the first time this game, Duff. They want to lock it in here. Oh, just through the fingertips there of the player in Ingle. Out comes Rabbit Pennicott. Good kick over the top.
How did she get that nickname, do you think? I mean,
she burrows in, I reckon, Doug.
does she?
Yep. Duff. Tiana Ford, who's an absolute jet. How about that kicking style? Magnificent drop punt. Great work down there by the defender. I think that's Alicia Anderson. That's what Greg Grubb wanted. Quick kick forward, nicely by Stubbs. Into the arms of Big Birdie Wells. Taylor Ford over the back. Tiana Ford, I should say. Oh, great tackle. Brilliant tackle laid by Claridge. Ford was out for her 5th goal there, and Claridge just wrapped her up and stripped her of the footy. We'll get another look on that in a minute, if we can, as Georgia Pennicott. That's holding the footy. Pennicott punches the ball in forward. Oh, going back with a flight. That's Sophie Pennicott. The two Pennicott sisters combining together. Great tackle again by Taylor Stubbs, and she'll get a free kick here.
Gee, that sounds like Craig Martin down below us.
Does, doesn't it? Gibbs.
Very, very recognisable voice.
Well, he just loves the North Hobart Footy Club, doesn't he?
He does.
That kick was smothered off Humphries. Now Gibbs with pace, got her handball away, just rolling through the middle there. Oh, almost there, Ford. It's Taylor Ford, big tackle by Taylor Ford, and this one should be wrapped up here. And we'll see a ball up.
Oh, this is better by North, isn't it? You know.
Well, yeah.
Making it a 50-50 contest.
Yeah, their pressure's stepped up. I'll go down and have a listen at quarter time as it comes over the back for Tiana Ford. Tiana Ford sends the ball long. Inside forward 50. Pennicott Back inboard to Tiana Ford. Oh, great defensive punch again there by the North Hobart Demons. And they're putting their body on the lines here, the North Hobart D's. And tackle without it. Free kick going the way of Claridge.
Well, anybody that would have seen the last 5 minutes of this, if they didn't look at the scoreboard, they think, oh, gee, this is a close match. So it just goes to show you that I think North Hobart just weren't switched on in that first half.
Yep, Pennicott got her kick forward towards the other Pennicott. Working in families here, the Robins. Pennicott again, just sends it over the top. Bouncing ball here is one, a chance at the back, just dribbles it over the line. That is Sophie Quarrell's first goal. And that lead extends out even further. Has a nice drink, happy, big smile on her face.
Talking to somebody across the fence there, I think.
Yeah. So great pressure again by the Robins. And defensively, North Hobart couldn't do much more there. Perhaps Quarrell was just given a little bit too much room. And the Robins lead now out to 97 points, thanks to Mood Food and Jackson Motor Company. Right contest.
What a day for footy, Tubes.
How glorious is it? Not many days in May like this, is there, Duff?
No, winter is fast approaching.
Yeah, it's a bit scary how quickly it's coming. Nicely picked up by Taylor Ford, who shrugs the tackle, then sends a nice long one inside forward 50 in the sunlight. Couldn't quite take the mark. Pennicott spinning out of trouble there. I think that was Griffin that got her kick away. Nicely picked up there by Whitelaw. Couldn't grab it though. Tiana Ford there gets tackled hard. Now the old 1-2 gets it back, and Tiana Ford's going to go back and kick her fifth. 5 goals to Tiana Ford, who's looking electric and dangerous every time she goes near the footy, Duff.
Oh, that was just probably almost goal of the day, or play of the day. I mean, that was just slippery hands. That's just elite footy there, Tubes.
Yep, she's a jet, no doubt. So their first time in the competition in SFL. It is round 7 action here at North Hobart Oval, being live streamed across the globe thanks to our sponsors Godfey Joinery, ZB Plaster and Clark Rubber for getting us out today. And of course, Duff TV sponsors Jackson Motor Company and Bennett's Petroleum Mood Food. Ball makes its way, tackle without it. She puts her hands up, and that's fair enough. Oh, that should be 50. That should be 50. Kelly Humphries caught one in the nose. That should be 50. Anyway, doesn't matter. Tiana Ford's there in the middle. How about her kicking style? Absolutely unbelievable. Tackled high, no free kick. Out it comes for the Robins through Gray. Gray sends it forward, but the mark is taken by the defender. I think that's Taylor Stubbs, it is. Stubbs pops it up nicely into the middle. This is looking better from the D's. Whitelaw has it at centre half back, and that's 50 metres.
Yep.
Blow the whistle, mate. Blow the whistle. You got to blow the whistle. Thank you. So 50 metres for an encroachment of the player into the protected area. How do you feel about that rule, Duff? Oh, here we go.
I think the players need to, you know,
be aware of it.
Well, be aware of it, but be given enough time to get out. What did you think about that one?
That one was there.
Right decision?
That one was there, yep. Now they go inside 450 again, just a push in the back. Umpire didn't see it though. Now they'll clear again here, the Robins, and the race is on. The Rabbit gets there first. Pennicott got pressure as she kicked. Gibbs is here now, has time and space. Quick kick forward, but it's all Robins. Oh, great work there by the... Oh, come on. Let that go. Sorry, I shouldn't be critical.
You're a passionate man, Tubes.
I just love my footy, Duff, and I want to see North Hobart be given a little bit of leniency with question mark decisions like that. Anyway, the ball comes in forward for the Robins. It pops up. Out it comes now for Griffin, who sends it to a dangerous spot here. The bounce favours that of Gawthorpe, who just went after the footy, and that's a throw. It wasn't Gawthorpe at all, beg your pardon. It was Shelverton. Stubbs sends it out wide. Now the race is on. Garlick versus Webster. Jimmy Webster and Zach Webster's sister.
Yeah.
They're Duff.
Jimmy,
synonymous.
Jimmy's not playing for the Saints this week.
Isn't
injured,
he?
Injured, I think.
And Zach's playing, where's he playing? He's playing out at Dosa, isn't he?
I think he's somewhere like that, yeah.
Yeah. Forward, off to Ford. Quick kick forward.
He'll be playing in the rep game today, surely.
You'd think so.
You've done your homework, haven't you, Chief?
Oh, yeah, heaps of it. Heaps of homework, Duff. Just Craig Martin doing a bit of
yeah, he's
screaming.
right. They're just standing back a little bit, letting somebody else do the hard work there, North.
Yeah. And out it comes. Pennicott's going to go back and have a shot. Spins round.
That's just a lack of pressure there.
Yeah. And there it is, right on three-quarter time. Sophie Pennicott kicks her sixth goal. And Brighton, 104, leading North Hobart, 1. Goal kickers for Brighton, 6 to Sophie Pennicott, 5 to Tiana Ford, 2 to Emma Groves, and singles to Zoe Crawford, Chloe Wells, and Sophie Quarrell. North Hobart a lot better in that quarter, Duff.
Yeah, no, stem the flow again. What do we have in the first quarter, Choose? What was it, 6 goals?
Yeah.
And then I think maybe 5 and then 5 in that quarter, so.
7, yeah.
Was it?
7 goals in the first.
But you felt as though North were actually getting back into it in general play, but then just those critical lapses in the moment, and before you blink, they kicked another goal, Brighton.
Alrighty, we're going to take a quick break here. I'm going to get down and listen to the Brighton coach, Dylan Ford, see what he has to say to his charges going into this last term. Fourth quarter action coming up next here on Duff TV. Stick around, we'll be right back. Right spot, and she'll go back, should run around here. What do you think? She'll kick a drop punt. She's going to kick a drop punt and bangs it into the post.
Screen there, sorry, but must have been a push in the back, I think.
I think a slinging tackle, perhaps, Duff. Anyway, quick kick forward, and Pennicott makes no mistake. That's her third goal, the first of this quarter and this half. Brighton out to an 80-point lead. Duff, as we see Groves go around the corner just through the fingers of Pennicott. Pennicott goes again, then just kicks an absolute ripper around the corner. That's her fifth goal. And she's got a little 5-pack to take with her back out to Brighton. Here's a chance for the D's if they can just get their hands on it. Nice work down there by Schnell. Out the back, that's holding the footy. Great work from the D's. What I should say. Oh, great tackle. Brilliant tackle laid by Claridge. Ford was out for her fifth goal there, and Claridge just wrapped her up and stripped her of the footy. Got again, just sends it over the top. Bouncing ball here is one, a chance at the back, just dribbles it over the line. That is Sophie Quarrell's first goal. And that lead extends out even further. Has a nice drink, happy. Big Tiana Ford. Well, third quarter about to get underway. Sorry, final quarter about to get underway here. And it is 110 playing 1. And it's a whitewash, but very entertaining game nonetheless. Duff.
Been some good highlights, and I think North Hobart lifted their efforts and their spirit in that third quarter of their tubes. They've just got to try and continue that on into the last quarter. You need to have some takeaways from any match, don't you?
Yeah, you
need
do.
to be able to go to training and say, okay, this is what we got out of this game right then.
That's right. We got some live stream comments up on the screen. Caleb Clark, Simo, the Chins, come on Brighton, Russell Bauman. Reckons that the Brighton women are going to be premiers as the umpire struggles with the footy.
Well, he lost his footy.
He did.
It's very odd.
It is.
What, this guy's calling them premiers already?
Yep. I don't know. Signet are pretty good, Duff. Signet girls. North Hobart are second on the ladder, though. And I'll tell you what, it's...
yeah, there's a big distance between them, but it is what it is, as we said.
Certainly is. Quick handball up, out the back. Here's a chance for Gibbs. Gibbs got a handball away. Now they're moving it the wrong way, unfortunately for Bly, and that's holding the footy. And I think, Duff, that if I'm umpiring, right,
Yep.
if it were Tubes Taylor out there umpiring, I'm letting stuff like that go. Forward. Taylor Ford sends it long. Inside forward 50, 1 on 3. The one wins out with a nice fist from over the back. I think that was Pennicott, who's kicked 6 goals today. Quick handball out by Knowles. Now Claridge can't get her kick away. Moving the ball forward. And another free kick going to Crystal Kelly. So the captain for North Hobart sending the ball forward. A little bit of handball work there, nicely done out to Crystal Horn, who sends it out in the Groves direction. Groves sending the ball further afield, and a nice mark taken by Harris.
She's having a run on the ball, Groves.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Apparently I talked to Peter Spotswood, the president out at Brighton, as we see Chloe Ford kick it forward. Out the back, here's a chance now for Meg Gray. Goes one way, then the other way, gets a little dribbler, and it dribbles through. Meg Gray kicks her first, and Brighton extend their lead even further. Yeah, I was talking to Peter Spotswood, and Groves has been playing out of full forward, and he said our normal full forward is injured.
Wow.
I said, are you joking?
Who's that?
I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is, but I tell you what.
We'd love to be doing this more regularly, wouldn't we, Chips?
Oh, I love it. I love women's footy. Even games that are pretty one-sided as this one. I've seen some great stuff from North Hobart. Some good things, but...
it's exciting for us who have been watching the game and watching men for so long to see the girls involved. And I know we were repeating ourselves again, Chiefs. To see them involved and seeing it evolve, it's exciting.
I think it bears repeating, Duff. I think it's great to see as Woodham takes the mark on half forward, sending the ball inside forward 50. Great effort there by Stubbs. Couldn't quite get the hold of the footy. Through comes Ford, and Ford goes bang, and she misses.
Gee, I thought that was a goal, but...
No, I think it bears repeating, Duff, because it is just wonderful to see women out there with an opportunity to play on this oval, which has so much footy history, and they're out there doing it. They wouldn't have been allowed to do it back in the 70s, would they?
No.
Which is ridiculous. Oh, great pressure from, I think that's Pennicott, who chips it over the top looking for her mate in Meg Gray. Couldn't quite get it. Goes through for a behind.
Yeah, just to think generations of players, of females have just, you know, not had the opportunity to do this, and it's just wonderful.
I think it's Tiffany Nichols who's out for the Brighton footy side. Oh, look at that dodge work. And here it comes for Pennicott. Pennicott from a tough angle. Goodness me. That is her 7th goal, Duff. And I tell you what, that would be the best goal she's kicked in her life. That was unbelievable.
That was sensational, Tubes.
Let's take a look at that. What about the work out on the line from Harris? Just kept going at the footy. And watch this dodge work. Ooh, there you go. Bye-bye. And then Pennicott. Wow. I reckon I could have 16 kicks from there and not kick one, Duff. That is the wrong side for a right footer, and she's drilled it.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, they're going to get a free kick against that. Thanks to our sponsors, of course, Clark Rubber, Godfey Joinery and ZB Plaster. Get out there and see Zachy Bird if you need some plastering done,
Yeah.
Damien Godfrey if you need some building work done, and Clark Rubber for all your installation and rubber needs. Anyway, out they come. Chloe Ford has a bounce through the middle of North Hobart Oval, sends it long, down towards Pennicott, who's going to go for an 8-pack. She's keen. Oh, like a replay, Duff. She sends it. That is not... Oh. Told you they're tough to kick from there.
Yeah. You always kicked them at training, didn't you? Weren't you a good trainer?
Still would be. Still would be, Duff. Still would be the best.
Good at end to end.
Good at footy training. Very good at it.
Just couldn't get the ball on game day.
I got a bit of it. I just I don't know. My mind wasn't switched on enough to be a footballer, Duff. My head was not in the game. I was elsewhere. Anyway, this isn't about me. 5 minutes gone in the final term. This will be a free kick going to Emma Groves.
Yep.
Grover. Kicked 7 last week, she did, Duff. She sends it in to Pennicott.
Again, just no pressure here.
How about that kick? Taylor. Ford, I shouldn't say Taylor, that's her sister. There's Taylor Ford. And out comes to Tiana Ford, who handballs off to Chloe Ford, back to Taylor Ford. Couldn't take the mark. We've got 3 different Ford sisters out there. And we'll see a ball up. Anyway.
Just ball it up, mate.
Yeah,
get on with it.
That's exactly right.
Oh, they've got the sun in the eyes there, I think.
Oh, that happens. There is Taylor Ford. That's dropping the footy. Well, should have been. Umpire on the wrong side, though. Will ball up. Six and a half minutes gone. So later on today, you've got to get down to North Hobart Oval. It is Old Scholars versus SFL, a rep game that's been much talked about on the media's channels, hasn't it, Duff?
Oh, yeah, I think we talked it up on that program we had last year, the map.
The map,
I think we instigated that one, Tubes.
Yeah, the Tubes-Taylor effect, it's called.
Yep.
And out it comes here to Chloe Ford. Play on. Chloe Ford spins around on the right, lands in the arms of the North Hobart Demon, though. Through, too much on it for Dennehy. Now, that's good work from the North Hobart player there. Rolling ball out the back. Needs to get it out wide here if she can. She can't. Caitlin Whitelaw was trying hard. Great work there. Now they're away here. Gawthorpe with a chance. Just needs to get her hands on the footy. Does well to just get it out towards her teammates. Big tackle late on someone that didn't have the footy. Poor old Grover. She had nothing. No fists on the Burley. Anyway, we'll see a ball up. Good care shown out there by some of the players. Great work. Looks like Crystal Hall might be a little bit injured. She comes off here. Big tackle laid. Great work by Chloe Wells. And now they're away. Chloe Ford's come into the game a bit this time. Out it comes for Harris. Kicks it off the ground beautifully. Now bouncing ball. Which way does it go? Gibbs pushes beautifully. Then caught one in the back. No, said the umpire. Out it comes for Chloe Ford again. Stubbs got her handball away only as far as Pennicott. That is Rabbit Pennicott, who sends it long and forward, and look who it is. Zoe Crawford, who's drifted out of the game a little bit in the second half, Duff, but she's probably been playing down back. Anyway.
Right on the distance you'd imagine here, Tubes, about 30 metres out.
She'll go close though, I reckon. She's a beautiful kick of the footy, Duff. Beautiful drop punt. She's passing it. Beautiful pass. I think that's Harris. Yeah, it is. So, Olivia Harris pops it up. Pennicott's there, bounces up into her hands of Medhurst. Gets pushed off it. Of course, Sophie Medhurst is Zach Bird Plaster's partner. And it'll be a free kick going to Sophie Medhurst.
A little bit of chirp on the mark there.
Yeah,
Don't mind that.
don't mind it. Well, you know, it is only May, isn't it, Duff? As Medhurst goes back and just gets it pushed across the line from behind. It is only May, Duff.
Yeah,
And
season still.
there's a lot of season to still play. Lindisfarne and University are playing next here, Duff. It's round 7 of the SFLW this
I
week.
think they have 18 rounds.
Yeah, something like that. Great mark there by Taylor Ford.
She's got a bit of a strut, hasn't she? And rightly so.
Yeah.
She's probably the best player out there.
Check that out. Beautiful kick. Out. Yeah. Tiana Ford, unfortunately, couldn't get a hold of it. Went out of bounds. We'll see boundary zone. A free kick against. Not sure what it was for. But it'll go to Katie Schnell. Unfortunately, that kick goes out of bounds. And we'll see a free kick going the way of Pennicott. This is Georgia Pennicott, of course. Got Edie Betts' shorts on.
Yeah.
Big shorts. Big kick inside forward 50. She's been great today, Georgie Pennicott. She's been unreal. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. Here we go, a chance around the corner for Crawford. And it goes through from behind. So there's been some real contributors across the board for Brighton, hasn't there, Duff, in this game?
There's been some very good movers, Tubes.
Rolling ball at half forward for the Robins. Ford picks it up, kicks it long. Great defensive work down there by Sam Griffin. Picked up, though, by Smith. And it's marked by Crawford.
We've got a possum below us, have we?
I think it's just someone having a meltdown. Just wanting an extra pie or an extra saveloy. So Crawford to go back from that pocket. Sending it into the forward line. Oh, here's a chance for Medhurst, and it's just rolled across the line nicely by Shelverton. And we'll see a free kick going, or to bring the ball in from full back, the North Hobart Demons. Now, they've got numbers out here, Duff. Unfortunately, jumping over the top was Pennicott. Pennicott gets it back, just threw it away. That's okay, though. Knowles is there. Diving on it, Gibbs. She's been good today. Couldn't quite get it away there, the North Hobart defender, and we'll see a ball up.
It's playing out a bit of time now, a bit of junk time.
Yeah, it is junk time. That's the old Damien Viney call, isn't it, junk time? Never heard that before until Viney mentioned it. Well, that's a lie. Anyway, Ingle gets her kick away. Quick kick off the ground there by Crystal Kelly. And she'll keep running, and great attack on the footy there by Crystal Kelly. Ford was vicious over the top.
Oh, 32, who was that? Ford, is it?
23 or 32?
32 for Brighton.
That's Sheridan.
Sheridan. Oh, jeez. Don't get in her way.
No. I like that attack on the footy there by Crystal Kelly, though. Gibbs does well. Got her handball away. Coming through hard at the footy there, Ford. Oh, her attack on the footy is immense.
What's been impressive with Brighton is that it's been 4 quarters
It has,
right through. They have not taken the hands off of the throat of North Hobart.
No, that's absolutely right, Duff. A 4-quarter effort. Nearly Taylor happy to see it across the line. We'll see a boundary throw in here. Right, deep inside the forward 50 for Brighton. About 2 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go here at North Hobart Oval. Of course, later on today, we will be covering the OSFA, Old Scholars versus SFL game. The delayed stream. The best place to watch that footy here is live at North Hobart Oval. So get on down, go do your...
We'll go and vote for starters.
Don't make your... Get your democracy sausage.
Make your vote for Mr. Wilkie. Oh, sorry, I won't get political.
No, Duff, you don't want to. Vote for whoever you want to vote for, and then get down to North Hobart Oval and watch some great quality football. The best footballers in the south of the state from the Old Scholars and the SFL here at North Hobart Oval. Quick kick forward by Garlick. It's all Robbins here though, as Ford takes the mark, going back with the flight, has a bounce. Running it up to the forward 50. Just chipping it over the top there. Oh, Nelly. Taylor did really well to pop it up. Then a tap away. That's pretty good stuff. Crystal Kelly needs to kick off the ground. She does so. Gets it away. Oh, and puts the mitt up nicely there. Georgie Pennicott.
Yeah, that's got to be 50 there.
Nah, umpire
probably doing the right thing. Some of these players from North are still learning the game, you know, and that's good umpiring there, I think, Tubes.
Zoe Crawford just takes an absolute ripper. Then sends it in, and there's Danny Dennehy. How about that kick, and how about that mark? And have a look at this. She turns around on the Benders Petroleum replay, and leading out, Dennehy comes hard at the footy and takes the grab. Dennehy just doesn't have the journey there. Quick kick around the corner, Woodham.
Oh.
It's hit the post.
There it is.
And there it is. It is full time here at North Hobart Oval. Brighton getting a big win over North Hobart, 128-1. Goal kickers for Brighton. There was 7 to Sophie Pennicott, 5 to Tiana Ford, 2 to Emma Groves, then singles to Zoe Crawford, Chloe Wells, Sophie Quarrell and Meg Gray. An entertaining game of footy nonetheless, Duff.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a great display by Brighton. I mean, they are an absolute pleasure to watch, and obviously the yardstick for this competition, and you know, something to aspire to for all the other SFL women teams that are out there this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well coached down there by Dylan Ford, and I'm sure Greg Grubb will go back over this footage and watch and analyse for the later stages of this season. So there they are, the goal kickers. Sophie Pennicott with 7. That's an incredible effort. But I'll go through the best players as I saw it. For North Hobart, Sam Griffin, Amy Massey and Taylor Stubbs tried their heart out down the back. Crystal Gibbs was probably the best, though, for North Hobart. For Brighton, well, pick them all. The 2 Pennicott sisters, all the Fords, Zoe Crawford. But Tiana Ford, I think, was probably best on ground for mine, Duff, along with Sophie Pennicott, who kicked 7 goals as well. They were all great contributors, though, Duff.
Yep. No, great team effort across the board. They're going to be almost impossible to knock off, I think.
Hard to beat. All right, we're going to take a quick break here. Get along to North Hobart. That is the end of this match, but make sure you tune in a little bit later for our later game at the delayed time of around 5 o'clock, I think. But well done. Brighton running out victors by 127 points. Of course, must thank our sponsors, Clark Rubber, Godfey Joinery and ZB Plaster. Thank you so much for your sponsorship, getting us along here today. Congratulations to the Brighton Robins. Until next time, take care and bye for now. Right spot, and she'll go back, should run around here. What do you think? She'll kick a drop punt. She's going to kick a drop punt and bangs it into the post.
Green there, sorry, but must have been a push in the back, I think.
I think a slinging tackle, perhaps, Duff. Anyway, quick kick forward, and Pennicott makes no mistake. That's her 3rd goal, the first of this quarter and this half. Brighton out to an 80-point lead. Duff, as we see Groves go around the corner just through the fingers of Pennicott. Pennicott goes again, then just kicks an absolute ripper around the corner. That's her 5th goal. And she's got a little 5-pack to take with her back out to Brighton. Here's a chance for the D's if they can just get their hands on it. Nice work down there by Schnell. Out the back, that's holding the footy. Great work from the D's. What I should say. Oh, great tackle. Brilliant tackle laid by Claridge. Ford was out for her 5th goal there, and Claridge just wrapped her up and stripped her of the footy. Got again, just sends it over the top. Bouncing ball here is one, a chance at the back, just dribbles it over the line. That is Sophie Quarrell's 1st goal. And that lead extends out even further. Has a nice drink, happy. Big Tiana Ford there gets tackled hard. Now the old 1-2 gets it back. And Tiana Ford's going to go back and kick her 5th. 5 goals to Tiana Ford, who's looking. Let's see Chloe Ford kick it forward. Out the back, here's a chance now for Meg Gray. Goes one way, then the other way, gets a little dribbler and it dribbles through. Meg Gray kicks her first and Brighton extend their lead even further. Footy side. Oh, look at that dodge work. And here it comes for Pennicott. Pennicott from a tough angle. Goodness me. That is her 7th goal, Duff. And I tell you what, that would be the best goal she's kicked in her life. Well, to pop it up, then a tap away. That's pretty good stuff. Crystal Kelly needs to kick off the ground. She does so. Gets it away. Oh, and puts the mitt up nicely there.